everyone, welcome back to Hands-Free Studying for the MBE, brought to you by Brainscape.
These upcoming criminal procedure questions cover arrest, searches, and seizures. Okay, let's get started. Question 1. The Fourth Amendment has two major parts. It protects the right of the people to be secure from blank and blank, and it states that warrants must be supported by blank. The Fourth Amendment first protects people to be secure from unreasonable searches and seizures in their home by the government, and it states that warrants must be supported by probable cause. Question 2. What are 4 key questions that you should ask when approaching a Fourth Amendment question? First, was there a search or seizure? And if so, was the search or seizure conducted by a government actor? 2. Was there probable cause? 3. Was there a valid warrant? And if so, was the warrant defective, or did the police act in bad faith? And 4. Was there an exception to the warrant requirement? Question 3. When will actions by a private individual trigger the Fourth Amendment? If the individual acted at the direction of a government agent or pursuant to an official policy. Question 4. What constitutes a seizure under the Fourth Amendment? A seizure under the Fourth Amendment is when an officer, by show of physical force or authority, intentionally restrains the liberty of a citizen so that they are not free to leave. Remember, this is a subjective standard, and in this context, a seizure is also called an arrest. Question 5. What factors help determine if a seizure has occurred? The basic rule is that if a reasonable person in the defendant's position would have believed that he was not free to leave, then it's considered a seizure. Some factors courts look at are whether there was a threatening presence of several officers, whether there was any display of weapons or physical touching of the person, and any indication that compliance with a request was in order. Question 6. What is required for a valid arrest? First, probable cause, and 2, a warrant, if the suspect is in their own home or another's home, absent consent or exigent circumstances. Question 7. When is an arrest warrant not required? An arrest warrant is not required if the arrest is in a public place, if the arrest is for a misdemeanor, punishable by a fine, and the police witness the misdemeanor. It's also not required if there are exigent circumstances or if the police had consent to enter the defendant's home or a third party's home. Question 8. Does an illegal arrest prevent the government from prosecuting the defendant? No. As long as the police have probable cause, they may prosecute and detain the defendant even if the arrest was illegal. Note, however, that any evidence seized during an illegal arrest may be suppressed at trial. Question 9. When can the police stop an automobile? Unless the stop is at a checkpoint, the police can only stop an automobile if they have reasonable suspicion of illegal activity. Question 10. When can a private citizen make an arrest? If 1. A felony has been committed, and 2. The citizen has a reasonable belief that the person being arrested committed the crime. Note, citizen's arrest can also be used as a defense if the citizen used reasonable force to detain until the police arrived.
And that's the end of your 10 flashcard study round. To reach full mastery, remember to study in Brainscape. Our mobile and web app uses the latest in spaced repetition techniques, allowing you to optimize your study time and track your progress down to the finest detail. Of course, when you're driving, cooking, exercising, or otherwise unable to navigate the app, be sure to keep listening to the rest of this hands-free studying playlist. No matter what subject you're learning and what method you're studying it, Brainscape helps you rise to your challenge.